everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we are going to be using this obscenely beautiful eyeshadow palette from Oden's Eye. This is the Merry Christmas palette. This is one of the two eyeshadow palettes that they released for their first holiday collection. I used the Christmas Eve palette in last week's New Makeup Monday, so I will make sure to link that in the description box below in case you missed that video and you want to check it out. And even though it was limited edition, I still want to make sure that I am putting some of it out there in hopes that they will bring it back. Do they listen to little old me? No, but I am definitely putting it out there into the universe in hopes that somebody hears my pleas because they are absolutely stunning. Now, before we get into this makeup look, I definitely want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. I've been working with Ana Luisa for years now and I absolutely love them. You guys know that if I'm wearing jewelry in a video and you check the description box, it's going to have Ana Luisa next to it because I believe so strongly in this brand. These earrings right here called Celeste, I wear them constantly. I sleep in them. I love them. They are beautiful. I think all of their pieces are so high quality, but they're at such an affordable price. It lets you really not only buy things for yourself, but pick things up for other people, which, by the way, if you check the description box below, not only are they currently running a sale, but if you use the link and you use the word lipstick in the checkout phase, you will actually save an additional 20%. This is not an affiliate link or anything like that. It is simply a discount code for you guys because I love them so, so much. I have a whole bunch of jewelry that we're going to be playing with today when I try on my evening wear, so definitely stay tuned for that. But one of the reasons that I love Ana Luisa so much is their dedication to sustainability and to fair trade practices. I feel like that is so important, and yet there's so little conversation around that. The fact that they go from the extraction of materials all the way through the distribution with a focus on maintaining environmental sustainability as well as ensuring that they are implementing fair and honest trading practices with their employees, I think is absolutely wonderful. They're based here in the United States and they ship and work internationally. So again, check the description box below. But without further ado, let's talk about how I got this makeup look here. All right, my friends, as you saw from the intro, we are going to be diving in to this stunner right here. This is from Oden's Eye. This is the Merry Christmas palette with some of the most beautiful packaging ever. Both of these palettes are absolutely gorgeous. And then on the inside, we have all of these really festive reds and greens and golds, and I am living for it. Now we are going to be doing a very simple yet super glam look, and I'm very happy for it. But let me catch you up on what I have done so far. So as you guys know, I'm in a committed, monogamous, stable relationship with my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I'm in the shade Mont Blanc, and I'm obsessed with this. And then for concealer, I went in with my Ulta Beauty. This is the Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. I'm in Fair Cool. And then I set my under eyes using my Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder and added a little bit of brows here with my ABH Brow Wiz. Now the reason that I went ahead and put on my foundation, since typically I do my eyes first, is because we're going to be using the tape method today. And I have found for me personally that the tape sticks better to makeup than it does to my skin. My skin like repels the tape typically. And I want to go for a pretty straight angle out because I also find that on my eye shape, that is the most flattering. I do have hooded lids, so if I try to go too far up, it just looks really awkward. So I am going to try very hard to get these even so that we can have a nice little guideline for the shape that I am looking for in this look today. All right. I think I think those are even. I hope those are even. Okay, so we are going to start with the darkest shade first, and I'm going to be using this angle brush from, this is from the Michaela Glam Light collab, and we're going to be going in with just a little bit of Happy Ending, which is this shade right here. It is the black shade in the palette. And I'm going to be doing a little wing. Now I'm trying to be very, very restrained because black tends to, for me at least, go a little too far too fast if I'm not paying really, really close attention. Now this black is actually really very nice. All I did was barely just tap in, and that's all it took. Again, I'm not doing a lot, but it is really nice and rather pigmented. It doesn't skip or patch on me. That is where we're gonna start. I have gone ahead and done both eyes. As you can see, I was finding it a little bit difficult to speak and not make an absolute mess of myself. So I did go ahead and do both. And now we're going to go into Christmas Tree, which is this beautiful matte green. And we are going to use that just very sparingly to blend out that black a little bit. I want this to be really smoky, but also very restrained, or at least that's the goal. Because again, this is Christmassy themed, but I don't want to get too carried away. So I'm just going in really, really lightly. I hope you can see how pretty that is. And just taking the smallest bit and just fading it. And just working it through so that as you get higher, you get just the faintest shadow. So you still get the shape, but you don't get a ton of color. And that's why I said for me, this is a very restrained sort of look. Because you guys know I usually go really, really big and very structured. Whereas this, while it's structured, is just a different kind of look for me. And I have to say, I am so excited to go out tonight. I don't get out very often. And with these particular girlfriends, they have, two of them, I've talked about them before, have kids that are younger than mine. And so all of us finding time where we can all get out and spend some time together is challenging. And so I am so thrilled. I know it's early in the season, but it was really the only time that we had. So it was like, okay, we're gonna have to act now. That way we can all actually get together and spend some time together, because otherwise it would be January before we were getting together, and we just didn't want that. Okay, so just a little bit on there. I am going to take just a clean brush, rather fluffy brush, and I'm just going to buff around it because I don't want to add any more shadow, but I do want to really just make this very blown out and diffused, especially as we get closer to the top. And then I'll go back in and I'll redefine especially the black shadow along the tape line to make that really kind of crisp wing. Okay. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident. And I think I want to go in with one of these beautiful duochromes. So these two shades right here are both duochromes. So let's swatch them both and decide where my heart is. All right, so this is what they look like. I mean, just outstanding. I almost feel like this shadow right here goes with the overall tone. Like this one's pretty, but it's got kind of a more purpley blue lean. Whereas this is like gold and bright, bright green. Now I am gonna use my fingers. That way I can shear it out. I know in the last one that I did, I used my fingers so that I could pack it on. But this time I am doing it so that I can shear it out a little bit. I am of course gonna add a little bit of my NYX glitter primer just because I want everything to really stay put all night, because I don't want to deal with anything that isn't a delicious dinner or a beautifully crafted cocktail. Not gonna lie. Okay, so I've settled on Elf Wish. the shade right here. We're going to just add a little bit. Oh my goodness. Add a little bit of that. Like, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but in person, like, that's incredible. That is incredible. Okay, so I know I've only done the one eye. The brush that we use to just feather out the edges, I am gonna go back in and just make sure to really diffuse the edges, especially since we don't have really any shadow on the inside here. I just wanna make sure that there are no harsh lines or anything like that. Just make sure everything is just beautifully diffused. Oh my gosh, I am so living for this shade. Okay, moment of truth. I think that worked. Oh my gosh, I'm so pleased. Let's do the other one. Yes, okay, loving that, loving that. Let's go ahead and add just a tiny bit more powder, because as you can see, I did pull off the makeup a little bit. Don't worry, we'll go in and fix that. That's why I haven't done any of like my bronzer or blush or highlight, because that really helps to mask where you've kind of pulled up a little bit. But I am gonna go back in with my Pat McGrath under eye powder with a fluffy brush and just sort of set everything back down. Oh, I think this is looking so pretty. Okay, so what are we gonna do for the under eye? Because I don't want to go too crazy. Okay, here's the moment of truth, because we can either maintain a really beautiful, gorgeous, crisp, clean look, or the under eye can break the game. Okay, so I am gonna go in with this teeny tiny little pencil brush from Makeup Geek and the black shadow called Happy Ending. And I'm just going to add a smidge right here to connect. Just a tiny bit. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, I do like that, but I do feel like there needs to be something down here. I'm a little bit afraid of myself. Okay, I have an idea. Let's see if I regret it. I have this brush from e.l.f. It's just a really kind of chubby, sort of flat packing brush sort of thing, and we're gonna go in with this shimmery green right here. It is in the shade New Year's, and I'm just gonna wiggle sort of the tip, and I'm gonna use that to add some color and sparkle. Is that what we're gonna do? Okay, okay, we're not hating it. Okay. Is this working? I think so. Okay, I think we're I think we're doing okay. All right, I wiped the brush off, and I'm gonna go into e.l.f. Wish, what we put all over the lid. And again, just going in with the tip of it to try to pick some of that up. We're gonna do the inner so that we can connect it to the inner corner. That way we're completing the lower lash line, but not getting too crazy. I think that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna add a little bit, oh, that shine. Oh my goodness, if you have not purchased anything from Oden's Eye, do yourself a favor, because their shadows are just incredibly beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't think that these palettes are coming back in stock, which is just such a shame, but this is their first holiday collection. So I get that they would be a little bit, you know, reserved to make sure that they'd sell well, but oh, did they. I would love it if they would kind of surprise everybody and come back in stock right in time for Christmas. I think that would be really, really fun, but I'm clearly not in the know. Eyes turned out beautifully. I'm still quietly mourning the destruction of that eyeliner. However, the eyes turned out really, really beautifully. I think that they are so just glamorous, but also really restrained, and I'm feeling it. I'm happy. But I'm also thinking that, you know, it's a holiday gathering. A red lip seems kind of mandatory, and I have, from Odin's Eye, I have a red lip. So I'm gonna go in first with my lip liner from Makeup Forever. This is in the shade Full Red. This is definitely a necessity. Okay, I do typically like to fill in all of my lip when using a red because I think it just helps keep everything nice. This red is so gorgeous. This red is so gorgeous. For reference, this is Miss Canna. I really enjoy this formula. One thing to note though, and I don't know if you saw it while I was applying it, but the doe foot on this is extremely flexible. So just, you know, have a care when you're applying it because it could easily get a little bit messy. But I think that this look is gorgeous. Is gorgeous. Okay, let's try on the full outfit and see what everybody thinks. So what did you guys think of my final going out look? Personally, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited for it. And I love how this look came out. I will say that this eye look is a little bit different for me. It's definitely more exaggerated and more dramatic without being too heavy, too smoky, too overwhelming. And I really, really love it. I cannot stop looking at it in the viewfinder and my mirror in front of me because it is just so distracting. This multi-chrome is everything. It is red, it is green, it is yellow, it is beautiful. I love it so, so much. I think the lip is a perfect complement to it. This actually came in my Odin's Eye mystery box that I got this past spring. And it is, dare I say, the perfect red. It stays beautiful and glossy, but it wears down really nicely and evenly, and the shade I feel like is going to be flattering on almost every skin tone and type. And I love it so much, and I'm so excited to go out tonight, you guys. I'm so excited. Thank you again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out the description box for all of the details. Like I said, they are currently running a sale, and if you use my link down below and the code lipstick at checkout, you'll get an additional 20% off. And how can you go wrong with beautiful, affordable, sustainable jewelry for either yourself or someone else in your life? It is a winner all around. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, I hope that you'll consider doing so. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.